what was life like before Salida? Was there a defining moment that made me realize that I was in it for good to help people buy and sell in Salida, Colorado? Hey, I'm Jessica Cherridson, and I'm going to answer some questions for you. I want you to think about them too. What was the first day that I felt like Salida was really home? What local business did we come here to own? And what was life like before Salida? Was there a defining moment that made me realize that I was in it for good to help people buy and sell in Salida, Colorado? So, if you want to hear more about that, stay tuned for this episode on my YouTube channel. People do ask me occasionally, why Salida of all the places you could live in Colorado? And out of every beautiful place in Colorado, my family chose this little mountain town because we had a business to come and run. So I had the opportunity to bring my real estate career from Pueblo County to Salida. And the truth is, moving to Salida had very little to do with real estate. It had to do with my husband opening or running an optometry practice. But as I grew in my career here, and I had done it for 3 years or so in Pueblo County, I realized that I loved it, and I loved my job even more in Salida. I think people in Salida are buying for the life that they always hoped for. And that's exactly what happened to me when I moved to the area. I'll tell you a little bit about our family story. We moved to Salida in 2021, and I was a newish realtor with only about 3 years under my belt. I was a wife to my husband, who is going to be the optometrist at Rocky Mountain Eye Center. And we suddenly found ourselves asking a big question of where do we want to build our future and our life. It was really interesting because Salida was somewhere we thought of spending a long weekend and not necessarily where we thought we were going to be raising a family. We have 5 kids, so this was not a decision that we took lightly. We wanted more than just beautiful scenery. We wanted a real community feel. We wanted good schools, a place where our kids could grow up knowing their neighbors and having good friends, where Friday nights and Saturday mornings meant hanging out with people we loved. And being at Monarch, I'll be honest, was a huge draw because we spent a fair amount of time commuting to the mountain, but riding our bikes on the trails, playing in the Arkansas River, having those kind of childhood experiences that are unfortunately a little bit rare these days. The more time we spent visiting and thinking about it, the more Salida started feeling less like a vacation destination and more like somewhere we could really call home. I had visited as a kid growing up in Rye. I'd skied here. My dad did ski patrol at Monarch for a bit. It wasn't a hard switch for me, and I started to feel really excited. I used to think that success in real estate was staying really busy and always chasing like the next deal. And then happened a little differently when I came to Salida. I really had to pay attention to the people I met and talked to, especially the other realtors. Neighbors always visiting like at the store, families spending evenings walking along the river, artists that are working in their studios downtown, musicians playing outside on the street or at the restaurants. Everything about this town reminded me to slow down, and I realized that it could really change the way that I operated in life. And success, we all know, isn't just about what you accomplish. It's about how your everyday life feels. And I found that as I was waking up in Salida every day, I loved my life more and more, and it really changed my career. People assume that I just love houses, and that's why I became a realtor. And I do love houses. I think I love the beautiful architecture. I love everything about staging and design that supports lifestyle. I like historic homes and luxury properties and mountain cabins on land with huge vistas. But that's not exactly why I wake up excited every morning. I actually love most what happens after closing day. I love seeing clients down at the river playing with their cute little families when they tell me about hiking a trail that they just found. I love connecting them with a babysitter. Sometimes one of my own kids is a babysitter. I like running into people at the farmer's market who I can give a hug to because they're really happy and I helped make that happen. I like seeing grandchildren visiting their grandparents. I love quiet mornings, and Salida is good at those. And those are the real reasons I love this career, is the life changes and the life enjoyment that I see, because I know that buying or selling a home is rarely just about the real estate. It's about a lifestyle change and things that you want to have come to fruition in your day-to-day life. So that's also why I started this YouTube channel. It's not to convince you to use me as a realtor or move to Salida, Colorado, not to pressure you into buying a home, not that you can do that anyways, that's silly. Actually, sometimes I tell people they shouldn't buy or shouldn't sell if it's not the right move, because my job is not to sell Salida or to sell a home. My job is to help you decide if your life and what you envision for the right life for you fits in this place. And that is why you'll find videos about neighborhoods and schools. We have amazing schools, restaurants, local businesses, market updates, hiking trails we love, winter, wildlife, small town events, and the things that nobody tells you before you actually get to live here. And yes, of course, there'll be some incredible home tours too, because if you're making one of the biggest decisions of your life, you deserve honest answers always, not feeling like you're being sold to. So Salida, what makes it different? I have to say, it's not the mountains. They are incredible, and looking up at them is always comforting, and I love it. It's not the river. I love going down there. My kids are down there almost every day. It's super fun to go play in the river. It's one of the best places to hang out in Colorado. But honestly, neither of those things are my answer. It's really the people and the community of Salida. I have watched this community rally around families during truly difficult times. I've watched them support local businesses, celebrate artists, volunteer, 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 welcome newcomers, and show up for each other in all the ways that matter. And that is something that you cannot measure on a market report. It's something you will feel the moment that you become a true part of this community. And something that I want people to remember most, if anything stands out to you, or if you can remember one thing about me, I hope it's never about how many homes I've sold. I hope people remember that I cared, that I took time to listen, that I gave them honest advice, even when it wasn't the easiest answer to give them. I hope that they know that I helped them find not just the right house, but the right life that would bring happiness. Because where you live changes and shapes your everyday experience. It matters who you meet, and it changes the memories that you create and the way that your children grow up every day, how you spend your time on weekends. And sometimes it just changes everything. So if you're thinking about buying or selling in our area, or maybe just investing because you want to future live in the area, I hope that this channel becomes a resource that you are able to trust. Every week, I will take you behind the scenes of life here in Salida and the surrounding areas, Poncha Springs, Buena Vista, Nathrop, all throughout Chaffee County. We will tour homes and explore neighborhoods. We will talk about the markets and meet local business owners. We will discover hidden gems. And most importantly, I will do my best to help you make big decisions that will make you feel confident about the life you're going to live, because that's what I would want for my own family, and I'm ready to help provide that for you. I'm Jessica Cheriton, team lead of Heart of the Rockies Homes, and thank you for spending a few minutes with me to hear about my story today and why I want to help you. If you're dreaming about life in the Rockies, I hope that you will subscribe and join me for this journey here on YouTube. I will see you in the next video.